Alrighty. Oh, good evening. Good evening.
Hey,
Oh, I was like, what?
everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. Welcome. Oh,
Well,
freezing.
what it do? What it do?
Say you freezing?
I'm freezing. I got the heat on and I'm still cold. Listen.
Tired as hell, y'all. Because I'm tired.
Dilly, as you're called in the streets. What's up, Dilly?
What up, Dilly?
What's up,
Dilly? Your name was in the streets.
Right.
Willie.
What up, Dillinger?
That's his name in the streets now. It's Dilly.
So, Devo in the building.
Devo, a.k.a.
What's
Dilly.
up, Jesus?
Got James F. Regular People Shoes.
Yep.
Oh.
Hey,
oh my God. Hey, sis, you know what?
First of all,
I went back to the booth the second day, and the pigeons wasn't. The pigeons was pre-order, but that Marche he had. Actually, I went back the second day, and he had the limited pair of the white pair and the green pair.
Her shoes is dope. I'm gonna get a pair one of these days. That's what I was telling you.
He had like a bunch of different sizes, and I could have gotten those two pairs because he actually had those for pickup there. Like actually, they're already there.
Yeah, I was telling Donna to stop by there. You and Donna should.
Right.
He was gonna be there. His shoes is so dope.
Like, how was it? Tell us about it.
It was dope. It was epic. Like I'm telling you, we had the best time. Mm-hmm. Amazing. Both days were amazing. As far as being able to grab certain things, like I was able to grab a lot of, well, I can show you guys actually. Mm-hmm. So
I'm gonna make plans to go with y'all next year, sis.
Yeah, we're definitely going back, and we're definitely going back again next year. We already are making plans for it.
I'm gonna make that's my trip there.
Okay, so
always
these are the Sauconys or Sauconys. From Trinidad James. Collab with Saucony, Saucony, and Child. Now, before I open this box, let's discuss. Let me ask y'all something, okay? Because he was. I didn't see him the first day when we actually bought this, and we bought everything. We bought everything out. Okay, the first day, so these were gone. But the second day, they had a couple of pairs that were attached to like the desk that was a part of the display, and they were doing an auction. And some of the desks had smaller pairs, some of the desks had a little bit of larger pairs. But you had to do an auction if you wanted to put a bid in to get them. I wasn't about to get a desk. I ain't got no time, no room for a desk. I don't need a desk anyway, so I didn't do those. And then Don was like at the end, like, damn, I was planning to go to auction for the desk. At any rate, I'm trying to get to the point of this Trinidad James, because I know who he is. You know, I've seen him and I've watched his stuff and stuff like that. Now, question, because he was there the second day. Donna didn't even know that was him. And I go, there he is right there. I go, there he is. And he just like, he was standing there talking and just, and then he was trying to like rush out, because I guess people like were gonna notice who he is or whatever. But I literally was standing right next to him, walk right past him, didn't even take his picture because I couldn't care less. But anyways, I want to tell you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
My question is, how far is it too far for a man? How much is too much for a man to have on for you to think that he's too feminine to be a man?
I mean, he's known for dressing wild.
I can't do the nail polish.
His hair pressed and stuff. He had his hair pressed.
Sis, he had the curls popping, right? It was pressed. Yes, it was pressed. Like I'm normal. I know he's like that, right? But you know how you have all of that, the earrings and all of this other stuff, like, and the dress. I'm telling you, it was very flamboyant. I understand it because that's his way of being eccentric, different, and out. I get that. We're here in Cali, okay? So it's not like I'm not used to seeing some crazy ass get up, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was. Even Complex Con was that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's not what I'm talking about. Fashion is fashion. I get fashion. Fashion, you can go break the barriers, right? You can step out of the norm. You can do different things for fashionable purposes. My question is to you guys, how much is too much for a man to have on, in your opinion, to where you think that it becomes too much? Like his, like, you know what I mean?
I can't do the nail polish.
You can't portray him or can't see him in a manly way. That's my question.
When he got like acrylic, acrylic nails.
I can't do the woman look. Like we competing. Like, bro, you competing for the straightest blowout with me? Or I mean,
okay, wait. Okay, so LaShawn, you know what he looks like, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if that, could you date a man like that? Would you think that
No.
you think that would be too much for you?
That's too much for me. I need a man. I need
but
a man.
He is a man.
I need a manly man. I don't want a man that.
But LaShawn, he's never. I've never known him. I've never known him to be feminine, like in the sense of being gay. That's not what I'm saying. So to me, I see him as a man. So I'm just asking you. I mean, I think it's feminine, like with his dress. I couldn't deal with it, but I do see him as a man.
As a man,
I'm asking you. You're
I don't
saying
see that
he's not a man.
Dressing feminine, like I don't know. That's just me. I can't do it.
But you already know he's eccentric like that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is my thing. Is like
I could take Prince eccentric. We know Prince was a man. I could take if he 3 feet tall. He want to wear a high.
Okay, so there you go. Okay, so then that's contradictory. Because you're saying you would date Prince.
Not really,
because you know he's a man. Prince has probably.
I'm not saying I would date him, but he was out there. He got bitches though.
Prince had that.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, would you date him? Is he too feminine for you? Would you date him?
Prince didn't walk around in dresses and shit. You know what I'm saying? And nail polish. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
he does too. On nail polish.
He wore the heel on his boot because she was short as hell. You know, that's why.
Okay. Dude, you date him? Dude, will you date him?
Prince or Trinidad James?
Either one.
Probably during that time. Probably Prince before Trinidad James.
Yeah, Prince.
So you think that Trinidad is it's too much on the other side?
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Steph?
Sorry.
Because I definitely think it's too much on the other side, but to each his own, you know.
For me, this is my.
Because I saw his ass in person, I was like, okay.
This is my thing: is how much of that is put on when he's out in public.
Steph, I saw him in public.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, because
he had it all. He had it all, bro. He was,
that's what I'm saying. That's his.
like,
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. Like that's his
out.
character when he's out in public.
Right.
But if
At
he's
home,
at
right, he might
home,
not be like that.
he might not be that. Like that's what he's known for.
Right.
So like that would be like if me or like any of y'all like we're known for, you know, being collecting sneakers.
Are you saying that's his persona?
It could be. So that would be weird. Like if if y'all saw me on a regular day out in public, y'all would be like, she doesn't have any style and she don't have any sneakers, because half the time I'm in Crocs or I'm in slides and I look a hot mess. But on IG, you see cute outfits put together with my nice shoes. So as a whole, would I date Trinidad James? No, I think he's ugly. But my thing is I wouldn't, if I'm seeing him out in public, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm not going to talk to him because of that. Because you don't know like what he's like at home, especially with a celebrity.
I think he's that way. I think since he's a celebrity, he's just upped it a lot of notches. But I always think that he was eccentric and stuff like that. But you know, once he got into the big times and stuff like that, I think he just took it up.
I personally don't, like I said before, I personally don't have an issue. I don't find him attractive. I don't find Prince attractive either. So attractive wise,
me too.
His fashion choices aren't going to stop me from like getting to know somebody, if that makes sense.
Yeah. They give away a bunch of stuff. Like I have a bunch of extra shit that came with this, like a big ass bag, and then a bunch of erasers, pencils, notebooks, and some other shit that came with this thing. But these are fire.
Oh yeah, I saw Donna post those. Those look really nice.
I didn't know he was doing collabs. I didn't know he was doing collabs, but those shit, damn, those hoes is hard.
He's done a few collabs actually.
Mm-hmm.
I like that red and pink together.
Yeah,
it's more of like it's a pink. It's more like a pinkish. You know.
Oh, is that not red?
Got some purple to it too.
Is that not?
And it's got this part is actually like the see, you see through. Can you tell?
But is
let me put my fingers in there.
Erica, is that red?
You see my fingers? See?
Oh, it's see-through.
It's see-through. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's see-through.
Yeah, you see my fingers in there? Wait, I gotta go this way.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that a red top or is it hot pink?
See?
I mean, it's like red.
Red.
Oh, it's red.
That's red.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what he dropped at the.
And see on the back? See what it says? Home.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can you see?
Yep. That's it's a really dope shoe.
And then on here on the tongue, it's like an 8.
I'm liking the colors.
But yeah, look at even his paper is
it's like cellophane. It's like
yeah. And it comes with extra laces.
Yeah, those are dope.
What does it say on the back of the other shoe?
Homework.
Homework.
Put it together. Wait, hold on. Let me put them together. It says homework.
Yeah,
can you put it on the big screen?
Hold on.
Yeah, I like those.
Mm-hmm.
Trinidad James.
See?
All gold, everything.
See, it says homework.
Is the back suede?
It's all suede. Well, that part's suede, yeah. Yeah, this is suede. This is all suede here.
Is that homework glow? Like a flash glow?
That's suede. Actually, this is suede. This is leather.
Okay.
Is that homework 3M?
Suede, leather.
It looks like the front part might be Right.
It
Yeah,
looks like strawberry.
Yeah, is that shiny? Or is it just see
Yeah.
through?
Yeah, and then here's the part that's
Like a screen.
one that's see-through, see?
Just one is
nice.
see through or both?
No, they both are. I got paper in the other one.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay. I was about
That's dope.
it's the paper. Okay. So the
They
whole
both
the whole front
Yeah.
is see-through.
Yeah.
Like those-
Huh?
The company always put more effort into their shoes, Jesus.
Yeah.
So you gotta
And then,
take
see the inside? Let me see the inside. See the
but
inside?
those is great. The
The
suede on
insides
that.
are different. You see the
suede
the
on that
insoles
shoe
are
is
different.
Yeah.
You see the insole, one has that in the inside, and this one has something else. Oh, it says do. Let me. Oh, I could pull it out.
I can see the do. I can't see whatever else is after that.
Do your something. Do your
do your work or your assignment.
How do your work?
It's red and
do your homework. I think it says do. It says do your homework. It says do your homework, and it says do your homework in the inside of one, and it says I don't know. It says something. Okay, so I got, but you can see there see through now. Can you see now that I got it far away?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so I picked those up. I could have got some baits, but I passed on those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was that
They
was
were all black, and they're interesting because in I saw that they actually I could have picked up. I have a link actually. They're probably still available if anybody wants some baits. I got a link to that. But they was like all black, all white, and then a couple other pairs available. What else did I get? Oh. I got this.
Holy crap. Is there
That's a few things.
is Complex Con like around the same time every year, or does it change times?
I think it's pretty much around the same time.
Goddamn girl, is that bag big enough?
Right.
Right. And mind you, I got a bunch of these. I was buying these every day, like a bunch, like 2 at a time, both days.
What's up, BX?
I just want to let y'all know I nominated my girl for that award because I knew she was gonna win.
Thank you.
For all the haters out there.
And there's shoes in there? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
The Dodge Hemis.
Salute, window.
Y'all want me to unbox and I'll open these shits up right now. I haven't even opened these up.
That's a G. Lloyd snack bag. That big old bag right there.
How much snacks you need, Jesus?
That's a G. Lloyd snack bag.
Right,
Snack bag for work. That was for the whole
staff. Right. For the whole staff.
Put a little bag.
Bag.
You come with a bag.
Oh, nice.
That bag is cute. That bag you pulled the shoes out of?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's start this. Start with the back.
So they patent leather?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Start with that.
Oh, those are dope.
Those are dope. I just can't get down with the
Start with this side.
Dodge Hemi.
That patent leather shiny as hell though.
It really
is. That's what I was
thinking. You think the plastic is
these are fire actually. I saw a bunch like these are fire.
I hope that's how shiny those bread ones that are coming out are.
Oh, is it?
They're supposed to be patent leather.
They look liquid plastic. Like shiny, like glass shiny.
No limit. Those are dope. I think she said a lot of people got those. Those dropped at Complex Con.
Yeah, I bought them. I bought them for everybody that hit me up. Cash wasn't the money was no option. I was buying them.
Nice.
I was buying them and then letting people pay me back whenever. And I got them as soon as I got back. And in fact, Word got 2 pair and I already shipped hers yesterday, so they'll be to her in a couple of days here. They'll be there before the end of the week on Friday.
Those are dope. I like those.
And then in the inside,
I don't really care for the
they
color.
they also had the Arizona colorway for the Phoenix Sun.
Okay.
That's what Word I got. She got these ones. Word got these ones, and then she got the Phoenix Suns pair as well.
Nice.
Green is my color. I'm loving green and bluish. So I'm
Window asked whose signature is on the. Do you know whose signature is on them?
It says Reaver.
No Limit. What are you talking about?
It says Reaver.
Okay.
Signature from Reaver. Somebody named Reaver.
I have the lupus there.
And then
that bag
Reaver,
is dope.
it says Reeve. It says Reeve. That's right here.
Oh, Reeve. Danny said.
Okay. Yeah, I like that colorway, sis.
But there was a lot of celebrities there. Like that's why we were like talking to people and chatting it up with people. Like we chilled with Bun B, got pictures with him and chatted it up with him for a little bit. Onyx came through later on. There was a whole bunch of people. It was like who else was there? French Montana and
a lot of celebrities.
ASAP Rocky was there. There's a whole bunch of different people though. Now these I got.
What up, Billy Goat? She went to Complex Con, so she's showing all of her pickups.
These I got, and I do have these for sale. These are a special collab. They have not dropped yet. These are the Kerwin Frost.
Yeah, I saw those on Adidas app. Confirmed.
No, these are not the one with the teeth. That's the other one.
Oh, I thought they was the one with the teeth.
The lows, and these are a size 12.
Oh, hold on.
You're selling those.
Yeah, they're size 12. No, Kerwin Frost.
What's up, Goat Weezy?
Kerwin Frost.
Billy Goat.
Adidas. And these are fire.
Who were those for?
She ain't said shit. She ain't said nothing.
He said, I got these, but I ain't saying nothing.
The question. We picking up what you putting down.
Picking it up.
I am too. But she would be wrong. Because I was picking up a bunch of stuff for people. There was a lot of people that day that we were in the on Sunday asking people who wanted stuff during the game.
Nosy, don't worry about who they for.
Yeah, I saw those too in the well, I was
look at Dan.
Yeah.
Right.
I was looking at the other ones, then I end up seeing those. Like
they for me. That's who they for. It's like I'm joking. I don't wear size women. I don't I like those. I like that colorway.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, these are fire. I saw a lot of the guys that had them on. They were fire.
They're like playful and fun. The colors
on the side. Oh, that's cute. And it's like shiny too.
Again with the patent leather, right?
All right. I see patent leather was a
It's
thing.
not all. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, and so this is part only is patent leather. This part's not. This part's not.
It's very it's giving me very like Nintendo.
That's what I'm getting to, like video game-ish.
Yeah, more so like appealing.
A very like Lego.
Yeah.
I like it though. With the right.
I think it's a little bit much for me.
I probably want to wear them. But like I said, somebody can put them on.
Yeah.
But I get with it.
Yeah. I like it. Those are nice.
And then they also there was Vandy there. Some Vandys there, but they They ran out of all the sizes. We were gonna get those, but they ran out of our size. But they did have like a size 9. I think they only had like a 9 and I don't know 9 or something like that. It was the only ones they had left, or 9. What else?
Who's Sam Darnold?
They talking about football.
Oh,
I think
y'all
football.
talked for 10 hours over on Tony C channel yesterday about football. Don't be coming over here with no football.
I'm pretty sure they're talking about football. Blanket. I'm cold. Oh, nice little shirt.
Shirt was expensive. All this shit was like, I mean, because it was all like, you know, custom designer, like a lot of the you know, wear that you wouldn't, you know, it was a lot of dope. It was a lot of dope shit there. Like as far as like the,
see, I'm gonna have to plan.
A lot of dope, like exclusive shit and
money.
But we had a good time. But I'm gonna tell you, it was a smoke fest.
Oh damn! It really?
That place was smoked the fuck out. And it was smoked the fuck out, and they had
smoking it.
What's up? What's up, the trap?
Smoking
listen, listen. When we were in line, they were like, "Oh, they're not gonna let you have any lighters. Throw your lighters if you have your vape, or you have your you're smoking your weed. Like smoke all your weed up now. Like y'all ain't gonna be able to take none of that shit." And listen. Everybody in that fucking place was smoking. They was not only smoking. Everybody was fucking literally sitting there breaking out their backwoods. They're breaking out their swishers or whatever the fuck they were using, whatever, you know, rolling papers, grinders. Grinders were brought out. Shit, literally sitting there with the charger. Everybody fucking like rolling stacks. Somebody had an ounce. Somebody had, I mean, like it was fucking crazy. Smoke air. The whole place was fucking smoked out. Even the cops were there. The cops weren't there on the first day, but the cops were there on the second day. Man, they were just walking through there. Just place was fucking smoked the fuck out. Nobody wasn't saying shit. That whole place was lit up with smoke. I'm telling you. Donna was like, "I'm getting a contact," you know. I'm sure.
Donna.
I bet she was.
And I was like, shit, I was like, "I'm getting a contact." I was like, shit, I'm fucking pissed. They told me not to bring my shit. Like, this is some fucked up shit. Like, shit, I've been smoking right now too. But anyways, yeah, it was smoked out in that motherfucker. And then what else was it? There was strippers. We tried to, like I said, bring the strippers to Tony C. Let me hold on. His ass would cut that off, nipped it in the bud, like immediately. So the stripper
was like in the midst of the whole convention,
like in the middle.
No, there was a corner. There was an area where a booth. There was a booth, like an area right next to another booth.
Stripper booth.
Okay, there was a stripper.
Hey, listen, dude, go back and watch a certain portion. You got to skim through it on Let Me Hold Them on Sunday's football game.
I was in there.
We came up on there and we were like, okay, let us in. We're trying to get everything full. Okay, they were arguing. They were sitting up there arguing about shit.
You showed your screen.
And we were like, come on, we got to ask the show. Let us in. And so
they said.
And then we came up there and immediately he actually cut like put her out, like, you know, took, you know, like ejected her, you know, as soon as like, because they thought we were capping. They're like, "Oh, y'all in bullshit." Sure enough, you know, they turn the camera comes on and there's a girl on a pole, like an actual stripper pole, and it was a black chick, all right, ass up there bouncing, and John was like throwing the money, and then Don was like, "Give me some more money, Erica." And so I was like, "Hold on." She's like, "Give me some more ones. I need more ones." And so I was like, you know, I was giving her more. And they cut her off. And as I was giving more ones, he
kicked them off.
Listen, as we gave her more ones, we finally got back on again, right? she was about to give him another show, and he completely said, "Hell no, y'all ain't put this fuck shit today."
Let me
He
tell y'all
cut us
something.
off
Don't y'all get
again.
me to talk about y'all want to see no titties, no ass, or no nothing. Because Erica was showing y'all titties and ass, and y'all cut her off.
They cut us off twice, LaShawn. Twice. We were
Don't. I don't want to hear y'all
them.
talking
We were
about
paying. We were tipping the girl ones for
other than
them.
that.
We didn't need to see her ass.
No, but y'all
We
can't
were doing that for
We
them.
don't want to see no. We don't want to hear no more of that over there.
Right.
Because y'all got titties and ass, and y'all cut her off.
They come out twice. Cut us off twice. They thought they were gonna get clapped. You can't get clapped for that. That was pole dancing. She wasn't taking no clothes off. They being wild. Like they gotta understand. There was no clothes being removed. The lady was pole dancing.
They said it was choppy, and then they said the video froze, so that's why.
Nah, they Cap. Hey, y'all go back and watch. Cap.
No, you're really honest. I was in there. I watched it. Y'all was frozen. It was frozen. And then like it had went for like a little bit on the dances or whatever, but then it was like choppy. So.
But then when we came back, what happened?
No, I probably walked away. No, the first time when y'all both was just in the screen, it froze. Then y'all came back when the dances, it was choppy, so I couldn't really see. Like we saw a little glimpse of it, but then it was just kind of like it wasn't consistent.
Yeah.
But no,
so, yeah, they had all of that going on. I mean, it was a lot, and but overall, I would have to say the whole experience. I mean, there was like so much that you could do, see, and be involved with, and I linked up with a lot of people at that, there. Met a lot of new people, and linked up with a lot of new people, made a lot of new connections, but I also was able to link up with other people in the sneakerhead community who flew in, who were friends of mine, which was dope, Like, Reek and Power Girl, right? LaShawn? Nicole?
Who?
Reek and Power Girl? Nicole?
Yeah, I follow her.
Yeah, she came. So she was hanging with us, Yeah, we were together. Okay. There was a lot of people, though. There was not outside of her, though. There was a lot of people, so it was pretty dope.
That was dope. That was nice. Y'all had a good time.
Yeah.
It's always nice when the sisters can link up.
Mm-hmm. Right?
And somebody asked me, was I comfortable? I'm trying to get comfortable, shit.
I said, what part of Cali was it in?
Long Beach.
There you go, Long Beach. But yeah. So no, we was shopping it up. She was talking about Complex Con. Really we just was talking about hot topics that's been going on, like I guess in the media and the news.
Yeah, we're gonna start there. Yeah.
I will drop the link. So if anyone wants to come up when we're talking about topics, y'all can. Well, let me see if I can post it. So our first topic that we was going to talk about was I didn't hear it. I haven't watched it. I'm not a big fan of his. But Joe Budden came out supposedly as being bisexual.
Right.
Like I said, I'm not a fan of his.
Either.
I haven't really been a fan of his since when he was on Love and Hip Hop, and then with him and Sahari, and I was just like, I don't care. Like, people talk about it, and I was like, ain't no point. Like, so
the boys.
But so yeah, I guess it had to do. I did do a little like searching and stuff because I was like, if we're gonna talk about it, I need to know something. But yeah, I guess it has to be something.
Yeah, because if you know where it came from, it put me on, because to me it seemed like it came kind of from left field, and that's why a lot of people were saying they thought it was clout. But to me, it's not as much left field because he's always had those flamboyant tendencies. Like I can go back and look at him through the years and see certain things that he's like clothing he's worn, like certain things and how he's mannerisms that's kind of been a little bit like walking that line, but not crossing
So
the
Mel and Dope,
crossover.
is he bisexual or not?
No, so from what I heard, what I was taking from what I found is that he just blurted that out because they were talking about the controversy with the baby and Rolling Loud in July. So he just came out and just was like, "Oh, I like."
So that's maybe that's why they saying it's clout, huh?
Yeah. I guess he was like,
watch the podcast that we trying to find out.
yeah, I guess he said, I'm bisexual. How do I spread this news? Like, like I like girls and guys, like spread the news. I'm down, whatever. So it seemed to me that he was just trying to get, like I said, like get the LGBTQ community like on his side and trying to get
as a rapper turned
trying
he
to
was talking about Melanin and Swag said he was talking about the baby issue.
Yeah, so he was talking about the baby issue with Rolling Loud. So he was pretty much just trying to get, clout from that community. So to me, it was just like
come out and say he bisexual.
Yeah.
Just to get oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that was my thing. I was just like, that's not a way to come. I was like, so yeah. So it definitely was. I feel like he definitely was like clout, like from the
articles. I was shocked when it said I was like Joe Budden bi.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, when
that's a shocker.
When I wasn't paying attention and people was talking about it, I thought they were talking about Joe Biden at first, and I was just like,
"Oh my god, that man too old to be coming out as bisexual at this point in his life."
So, I wasn't paying attention. Like, I was like, okay, our president is bi. Like, who cares? But
like this, he is too old to be coming out of the closet at this point in his life. He might as well. If you 80,
hey, wait! You can't say that, LaShawn. What's that? Bruce Jenner. He was old as dust, and he came out, and now he's Kris Jenner. Now what's his name? Not Kris Jenner. What's his name?
Caitlyn
Jenner. There you go.
No, I know. Listen, because they were talking about it, I wasn't paying attention. Like I heard it, and I was just like, Joe Biden. I was like, what? And then like that was like literally the first day. Like I heard like the first time.
You come up here, go.
Okay, and then I heard them
take the link. Anybody who wants to join the conversation, please feel free to take the link.
Yeah,
join the party.
Listen,
we're gonna be talking about a couple of other different things too, and we'd like to get some other people's perspective on what their thoughts are.
Yeah, I definitely think it was taken out of context, but I also definitely think that it was done intentionally just to cause this to happen of him talking about it. So
yeah, ain't he trying to get himself since he was fired or something from what was it, XM Sirius or XM or whatever he was on?
I mean, he has his own podcast. I know that. It's like, it's like this.
He's trying to get himself, but damn, to say, come out and say you bisexual, the clout.
Yeah, it's definitely a clout chasing moment, if you ask me. But I don't, like I said, I don't mess with him.
Me either. I don't even watch his podcast. I don't know nothing about
that. Billy Goat.
I don't watch
his. That's all I know is just one song.
I don't watch his podcast. I don't listen to his podcast.
I know nothing of Joe Biden, Biden, whatever the hell his name is.
Pump it up.
Yeah, I was in high school.
Oh, that was
him. Yeah, his song. He ain't had a song for a hot second.
He was in high school.
And he beats on women, so I'm good on that. I'm good on him. Yeah.
What up, Brett?
Yeah. So
okay.
What up, old school?
No, moving along. But yeah, so that was the topic. I had to look it up because I was just like, okay, what is he? Is he really?
I saw people putting it, but I really didn't care. So that's why I never looked it up.
Yeah.
Because I really didn't give a damn.
So
you was trying to get us so he would have showed us love. He would have gave me a discount on Hemi.
Who are you talking to?
Old school.
Oh. Yeah, he's just a weird
and Caddy.
And I feel like Joe I feel like he just does stuff just for clout, so people talk about him, and I just need him to go away because,
Steph said I just need him to go away.
like, you're not relevant anymore. Like, why are we listening to you?
Right. Right. That's why he's trying to be relevant. That's why he's saying that wild ass shit. If he try to get his name like he did, he succeeded. He got his name out and out there, and people are talking about him. But
Yeah,
there's always truth in a little bit of something. So
He could be bisexual.
why you think? Maybe that's why Sin left his ass.
True.
Sin, and it was true. Remember, Sin kept saying he didn't want to fuck her.
no,
Yeah.
he left.
Yes, she did. Sin said that. Sin Santana said his ass didn't want to fuck her. Like she said she thought she was sexy. Like what the fuck was wrong with him that he didn't want to fucking hit that?
Oh yeah, after she had their son, yeah, he was.
Sure
very,
did.
yeah.
She sure did. She said that like why are you making me feel like that? When she was gained some weight. She still was a beautiful woman. Like what the fuck was his problem? Why he wasn't hitting that?
She is a pretty woman.
She's dropped that gorgeous to me. But
Exactly. So why wasn't he hitting that? Why was she feeling some type of way that she told the public this man ain't my own husband, ain't fucking me?
Because he's weird.
Because that wasn't her husband. That was
something else. But
that was her girlfriend.
She's bisexual too.
Yeah, she is.
I know she is, but still, I'm just saying. Like she at that time she was strictly dickly and she wanted it from him and he wasn't giving it to her.
Maybe she knew something we don't know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Who knows? But okay, so anyways, over this man, because obviously it's clear that none of us really care for him. So
right.
He ain't that important.
The other topic that y'all brought up that I was like, what the hell were y'all talking about? I don't like, okay, so I can tell you this. I've kind of taken a social media break. So like I'm on there and I've liked and I've posted a little bit in my story, but I haven't really posted anything like on my page besides the little video that I did yesterday. But I just been trying to take a break from social media, so I'm like not on it. So some of the topics, like I was just like, what the hell are they talking about? Mm-hmm. The one that caught my eye that y'all was talking about was this vegan burger that was replicated to taste like human flesh.
Right.
So give me the name and break like vegan burger. Which one is it? What we talking about? Because I ain't hear that either. I don't be paying
Google it right now, Zoo.
So it's a Swedish.
It's always Swedish
meat company called.
Zoo's like it's the Swedish.
Because when the IKEA was selling the horse meat or whatever in IKEA, that's Swedish. It's always Swedish.
Yeah, so it's called like OUMPH exclamation point.
Okay.
Right.
So here I can pull up.
Talk about it, Steph. Go ahead, bring it up.
I will pull up my link.
That's some sick ass shit.
Because I was like, what? I don't know if it was like, it kind of seemed like it was so this is what it says. It says, reveals its first ever vegan burger to replicate the taste of human meat.
Who the hell is who knows the taste
of
meat?
Who even know what that tastes like? I mean, some people because they crazy.
Hey, all I gotta say, order up.
So this is my thing is, if you're vegan, you can't also be a cannibal.
No.
So
it's like an oxymoron, like it cancels each other out.
We have vegan cannibals out here. Like I'm confused. Like, so they had talked about. I guess this was around Halloween. So
get you some cow.
But first of all, like,
hold up.
So
hold up. Step real quick. You were saying that a vegan person wouldn't be a cannibal, but you got to think they make vegan food to replicate meat. Like there's like vegan bacon, there's vegan burgers that taste exactly like a real hamburger. There's vegan chicken sandwiches that taste exactly like a chicken sandwich. So I'm just saying, like,
I don't think none of this shit really tastes like
all well and good, but human flesh though, human meat though.
It's like human flesh.
I'm saying they still eat meat. them vegans are still out there eating meat, like even though they're not eating meat, they're eating stuff that tastes like meat.
Which is so to
And
me
the
it's
thing
just
is, you don't even
confusing.
know what actual food is. So my thing is, you're supposed to be eating healthy as a vegan, but what is all that shit that they're putting in there other than soy?
Right, but because it's you're supposed to be healthier, but if it's supposed to taste like something else, and obviously
You see Jesus' comment? So,
obviously you have to put artificial like flavoring and stuff in that to get it to taste like something
But
else.
here's my thing: the creators had to know what human flesh tastes like in order to make.
That's my thing. Like, who
weird shit? Like, that's weird.
People, they eating people. Oh my
You're right. They want to have to eat people.
But can we just talk about this picture right here first of all? Because
creepy as hell.
It's creepy as hell, and I don't know if you guys can see, but like,
what's wrong with his hands? Why is his hands all nasty and dirty like that?
He has Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre hands.
Why is his hands like that, yo? Why is his hands like that? Somebody explain that to me. Why is his hands like that?
No, it looks like blood splatter. Like, I can send you guys this link if you want to look at it.
Look like
but it looks like blood splatter on his fingers.
It had the zombie hand.
Yeah, the zombie hand. I'm like, y'all took it one step too far. First of all, y'all took it a step far when y'all talking about it needs to taste like human flesh, like meat. Like,
what are we doing? Hey, yo, Seth. Now really again, here I say with that whole thing, there's always some truth in some shit when you start seeing shit pop up. Do you think they out there eating people?
Yes, they had to in order to eat people. Right?
So this is what it says.
Zua says absolutely. Zua said absolutely. Somebody out there eating people.
Because you can't make a taste of something that you don't know what's
right. This says human meat plant-based burger Halloween limited edition. Dare to taste it. No, I don't dare to taste this because what the hell? Like, excuse me.
I knew it had to be
look, you mess around, it might be some human in that burger.
Right.
Oh yeah, LaShawn, you right. You right.
Later on, that's what's going to come out, that it was some human remains in this shit.
Well, did you see that one? There was a video where it was a cooking show, and it was over in Europe, and they said it had a mystery meat in it. And something like some kind of liver. It was shark meat, and then it was human flesh. Was one of the things, and they were like, after they ate it, all of them were just like, I really hope this is shark meat. I really hope this is shark meat. And the cook goes, oh no, there was actually human flesh in it. And I'm like,
motherfucker.
I would have jumped over that table and I would have beat somebody's ass. And they're like, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah." Somebody would have definitely got a beat down that night. Maybe even worse.
So
I would have said, "Take me to the nearest stomach pump, please."
I would have been like, "Just shoot me because I'm dead. I can't come back."
You can't eat everybody's food, y'all. You can't eat everybody's food.
Yeah, and they was
can't eat everybody's food.
But
that's some old Hannibal Lecter. That's some old Hannibal Lecter mess.
That's nasty as hell.
It's nasty. It's nasty.
Nasty.
Did I eat some Billy Goat? What you talking about, Jesus? I eat some goat.
It's normal. You're fine. You're not going to be eating no human.
People do eat
goat.
Goat is normal.
I eat some Billy Goat now.
What up, Wendell?
Y'all out there eating oxtail and stuff like that. So what's the difference?
Yeah,
Why would you eat the tail? Is it meat? Is meat in the tail? I don't eat none of that stuff, so I won't know.
Yeah, there's
meat in the tail.
Yeah, there's meat.
No idea.
Yeah, them oxtails is hitting. Them Jamaican oxtails.
Oxtails is
very odd to me.
You obviously don't eat, but you don't eat pork either. So
the meat is good though. The oxtail, that meat is good.
Who says how am I supposed to eat my Lucky Charms after this? Hey, I just got a bowl of Lucky Charms. Don't be about my Lucky Charms.
Go to a Jamaican spot. Get your oxtail.
Yeah.
They hook you up.
Yeah.
Get you some curry goat.
But what is so?
I
Yes, yeah. What I mean is that considered a or like is it ox? I don't know. Oxen,
What?
It's like a bull.
like an oxtail. So it's like a is that like beef?
I saw
It's like a
picture of
yeah,
like the
beef.
I know
Okay.
what it is, but it's still weird. Like the tail. I wouldn't imagine it to have a lot of meat on the tail, but I guess it does.
It do.
Like
It has enough. It's like a neck. It's like a meaty neck bone.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh,
neck
I
bone.
have no idea.
It says pork chop.
Hey, you ate that bomb before?
I don't know. First of all, I was Muslim, so no pork, no red meat. We were strict vegan and vegetarians growing up. So
Okay,
the farthest I go was just chicken and fish and turkey. I tried duck one time, but that was it. And I barely eat chicken. I just eat fish now, really.
yeah, gotcha.
I eat some turkey here and there, like the other stuff, here and there, but
Yeah, so you don't even have to deal with the blood like that, the blood and like meat.
I've never had none of that.
Yeah.
Nope. So.
And you vegan here, so that wouldn't that be weird to you as a vegan, tasting the taste of like iron, like the taste of blood and metal, like that stuff?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's really weird. I don't even know who would even make that burger.
And they claim themselves to be vegan. Yeah.
I'm thinking they put some human in that.
There's something in there. Like they had to try human.
Nobody pick up on that.
Like
Especially Zeus said they should be going down over there. Yeah, they probably did.
Where's that made at again? Australia?
over.
No,
It was Sweden.
Everything in Sweden. That's when IKEA had their horse meat and whatever they had. People was going
Yeah.
It was like some shit. too.
they be experimenting in Sweden. They be like, let me try this out. Let me see what it tastes like.
Yeah, they just be
with some crazy stuff.
Right. And you know, meat ain't that scarce out there in Sweden. Like they ain't starving for meat, like trying to find a protein source. You know,
all of that farmland that they got out there, they ain't starving for no meat.
that, and I mean, you got like, yeah, they definitely not. But so yeah, so that was one that stood out to me because I was just like, what are y'all talking about? Like, I had no clue. I was just like, what? And so I was at work earlier and I was like Googling all this stuff and like my coworkers were like, what are you looking at? I was just like, what are you looking at? I was like,
what did they say when you told them you were looking at vegan human meat? What did they say to you?
They probably
started looking at you crazy.
Right. What are you
I know. Yeah, no, I was telling them, I was like, you know, I told them that I had like a podcast and I was like, we were talking about hot topics of the like last week or whatever. But they was just wondering, like, because I was on my phone a little bit more than I normally am, but we were slow as heck today. I was so bored. I was like, can I go home? I was like, oh, but he said, who eating people?
Y'all getting those easy boots there?
Huh? Chilltown is very nasty. The people over there.
Y'all getting those easy boots?
No, I don't think so.
No. They are funky. Like
I don't like
you
those.
Hear about that Chilltown? They out here making vegan burgers that taste like human flesh.
I need my Yeezy boots.
No, I don't need no Yeezy boots.
Them stormtroopers.
Hey, I saw those in person. One guy had them on at Complex Con.
Are they huge? They look clunky as hell.
Yeah.
It's a big boot.
They are, to me, they look huge, but he pulled it off fashion wise. He made it work. He pulled it off.
Like you're going into outer space.
I think when they styling them, okay, but I don't know.
But
I'm here for the Yeezy boots. I'm just letting y'all know that I'm here for the Yeezy boots.
Hey, who? Oh, okay. I'll talk about that when we get to that subject. But
so
we don't get to Yeezy.
I mean, we talking about that. So since we talking about, you brought up Yeezy boots.
Yay.
You gonna get to that subject next, or let's save that for last. But do the other one.
No, I mean we talking about Kanye, so we might as well talk about him now.
Okay, because I wanted to know, did y'all know he changed his name?
It's
yeah, I saw that. I mean, this man is
Kenny Siegel gave him the name Ye, so he said he's gonna give people some money.
Whatever.
Good.
Your mama named you Kanye, I'm gonna call you Kanye.
Right.
He don't go by Kanye no more, LaShawn.
His
I
mom
mean,
named him Kanye.
he,
Donda named him Kanye. I'm calling him Kanye. Damn all that
I
other
mean, to me, that's like to me with all of his different names, it's the same thing as like Diddy. Like
I was about to say.
it's
Diddy
like
was
Puff
P.
Daddy.
Diddy,
Right,
Puff
he was
Daddy,
Puff Daddy, he was P Diddy, he was
he
Diddy, he
was
was
Diddy.
Sean Combs, he was Sean
Daddy,
John,
Dodo.
he was Sean Love, he was.
Right.
He was
I mean,
trying to be Brother Love until Brother Love came and was like, not so fast,
yeah,
sir.
yeah, he wanted to go by Brother Love. I mean,
Yeah, they're not it though.
sir,
That's
your
he
name
was
in
trying
forever
to be
will be
Brother Love
Puff Daddy.
until the real Brother Love, the wrestler, said, not so fast, sir.
Right,
My name. Get you your own name.
right.
His name is now Ye. He's formerly known as Kanye. He is now known as just Ye.
Kanye.
And that's how you should address him, LaShawn, as Ye.
So my thing is he changing is he changing his name of his shoes now? Because he was they're Yeezy. So
I don't know. He wilding. He wilding, but
it's gonna be.
But every now and then he has conscious moments and he be talking some real shit.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Kanye. I'm a Kanye fan. I am an avid Kanye fan.
Right.
I listen to all his albums, all his music. I only got one.
So California, my state here, has won pretty much $1 million suit. It's a little less than $1 million, but it's just under $1 million for his companies not keeping up with the delivery terms as far as the agreements for purchases. What y'all think about that?
I saw that. So was it the shoes weren't delivered on time or the shoes weren't delivered at all?
No, they weren't delivered on time. Like I think his policy is within the date of purchase. You're supposed to get them within 20 days or some shit. I don't know, something like that.
So the people are suing him.
So is that really his company?
Is that his fault though, or is that like the carrier's fault?
Right, that's my thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know. I don't know how they were able to determine, or maybe that's why it became like such a lesser amount because that's not even a lot. But it somehow I mean, who buys Yeezy? I don't be buying Yeezys like that. So who buys Yeezys out there in the chat? Like there's a certain time limit you're supposed to get your shit.
But
Based on the date that you buy them, you're supposed to. It says on your shit like a certain date, and for some reason the shoes were coming. Like 30 days or a couple of days, like days after.
You know what that could be? His Yeezy site, when he first started Yeezy and Yeezy Supply, that was ran by him and Kim. I heard that they was notorious for sending people their stuff late. Like
it says, okay, so I pulled up a LA Times article. It says the lawsuit alleged that the Yeezy Apparel and Yeezy companies violated a section of state business code that requires items sold over the internet to be shipped within 30 days. And if they aren't, the merchant must provide a refund or pursue another of several remedies, including issuing a delay notice. So that's pretty much stuff's not being sent out within 30 days or they're not getting a notice.
Well, shit,
right. So that's what happened. So apparently people complained, and then with all them complaining, it became a mass lawsuit, and then they sued. They sued them.
So it looks like a lot of the issue has to do with the fact that people were paying additional charges for expedited shipping, and then they're still not getting their shoes or products within that 30 days.
Oh. Right, because I guess those are the people that paid for like 2-day shipping or to get it 5 days or something.
I do know, like I said, when he first started Yeezy with Adidas, him and Kim was running Yeezy Supply themselves, and they said he was notorious. They was notorious for sending stuff out late, and like pre-orders and stuff would take months to get. So
But
I'm
my
not
thing
sure
is, like,
if they're going back that far.
Yeah.
Or,
it didn't. Hold on, let's see. I don't think it's saying. I think it's more like current. I don't think it's going back that far. Let's see.
It's because think about it, LaShawn. It's the settlement or the awarded amount was like 950,000. So it's just under a million. But the thing is that can't be that much for each people. You know, like think of like if there was a whole bunch of people involved, each of those people probably gonna get like maybe only like $15 or in the settlement or a $25 check maybe.
Yeah, that says the lawsuit did not provide an exact date when the alleged violations of the state code began. So, it didn't say when. It didn't say when it started, but so I mean that could have been. I mean that could have been like last week it started. They're going. So
I was thinking that's probably started when they first started Yeezy, because again, they said he was. If you ordered something, don't look for it right away. They was like, it can take months. Like sometimes you ain't even know when it was gonna come.
I mean, my thing is like as a consumer, if you're ordering from a small business, you like, yeah, it might say like the process is taking than normal. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna sue you because I didn't get my product in time. Like then if they're talking about back then, they're taking it back to like the beginning. If it was just ran by him, in a small group, like, yeah, it's just gonna take forever. But like I can see now like people getting mad about it because Adidas is a bigger company. But at the same time, like, really, people, like, that's what y'all coming at. I mean, I get it if it's like a whole state thing and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, then something needs to be happening. But to expect to get money back for an item that you got, but you just got it late, to me just seems like
petty.
Yeah, it's petty.
They looking for more money.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not.
Get your money back, sis. You ain't had to wait. Just say I don't want to wait.
They got the product. They all got their shoes.
Right. Yeah, you got your shoes. You got it late. Like,
wait. People will make up a lawsuit about anything.
That's like, I don't order stuff. I try not to order. Like, if I know I have an event coming up or something that I want, like, I try not to wait to order something because you never know what's going to happen. Like, it might not be that person. Like, it might not be that business's fault. It could be an issue with FedEx or with UPS or USPS or DHL. Like, there's so much stuff that could go into place with that. Like, that is not even worth it. Like, if you knew that you wanted something before the time. Now, granted, if I'm paying for 2 days shipping and it's taking 30 days to get to me, then we have an issue with that. But at the same time,
are you suing then?
No, it's 2 days shipping. That's the thing is people don't understand is it's 2 days shipping. That does not mean that you're going to get the shoe or the item in 2 days. It's just going to take 2 days once it ships. So that's where people don't think. And I think a lot of that has to do with my mom works for the post office, but like that's the shipping process. So if it's a pre-order, if you're pre-ordering something and they have to make it, once it's made, then it's 2 days to ship. Not you're going to get your item in 2 days, not like,
oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying that the company is telling you that within 2 days they will get their product out from their office, but not so much as when you're going to receive it within 2 days.
Yeah, so
what it means is that you're going to.
I thought 2 day ship means you're going to get it in 2 days.
No,
that's what 2 day ship means.
Get it faster.
No, 2 day shipping it means that, like, so if you mail something, like say if you order something, say you order something from Yeezy, right? Their shipping is normally like 3 to 5 business days. That's standard shipping, right?
Uh-huh.
If you pay for it in like, so say you ordered something on Monday, they have 3 to 5 business days to get it to you. So you ordered on Monday, it's not going to get processed till Tuesday. So then it might get shipped out Tuesday. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the earliest, Friday, and then Monday. It would be the 5th business day. 2-day shipping only means that it's going to take 2 days to ship it. So it's a faster shipping. So yeah, like you ordered on Monday, if they ship it out on Tuesday, then yes, you should have it on Wednesday. But if it's a pre-order, say you ordered on Monday and on there it tells you that the release date's not until like, so say you ordered something on Monday. What was Monday? Monday was the 8th, right? I tell you that my process to make it takes 7 days. So I have till next Monday to make it. And then 2 days later, once it's made, that's your shipping. So it's not saying, you're not saying, oh, I'm ordered it on Monday, I'm gonna get it on Wednesday. Like that's not 2-day shipping. That's that would be if something was ready. Like if I'm like, hey, I'm gonna sell you this bottle of Coke and I'm gonna ship it out in 2 days. Like it'll be shipped in 2 days. That's different. Like the 2-day shipping just means it's an express of the shipping process, not you're gonna get it in 2 days.
Not the pre-order process.
Yeah, like the item still has to be made. Like some of the items still have to be made. So if it's
saying that they pre-order process,
you say all of that. That's like people be wanting their shit. Like a lot of times, they be antsy. They want their stuff.
Yeah, because people don't pay attention. Like yeah, people are not paying attention. So like they still have to pack and ship and label and print the, and package it up, and then they still have to wait for the people to come and pick it up. So like take for instance, like I just ordered an order through Fashion Nova. I ordered it last Thursday. I paid for expedited shipping because I know that I needed it before my trip next week. I got it yesterday, but I ordered it on Thursday, but it didn't actually ship out until Saturday. So like that was faster shipping, where if I would have waited, it was 7 to 10 days for shipping.
Yeah.
But they also tell you like it could take 2 to 3 days for them to process your order.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think about that. So yeah, you definitely put me on to something today, because I didn't think about that.
That's why when people are like, oh, I paid for expedited shipping, like I should be here. Like, no, they still have, once you place an order, most companies still have 24 hours to process that order. So if you order it on Monday, like Nike,
order it by this time and it'll be by this time.
Yeah. So like Nike, I know for Nike, like if you want like 2-day shipping, like, and actually get it, like say if you come into the store and you want it, you're ordering on Monday and you want it by Wednesday, like you had to place that order by like noon on Monday for them to process it and actually ship it out and get it to you by Wednesday. So like people just need to read the fine print when it comes to stuff like that.
Process really quick, like, and processing to them, they may be a small store that you order from, like feature or small store. So they'll pack that shit up that night and give it to the UPS people as soon as they come, whether it's that day if they get it packaged before they come for their pickups, or to just go out the next day.
So yeah, some places do, some places can, some places can't. Like if it's a smaller store and they only have a limited amount of stuff, then yeah. But like if you actually go to like order something and like actually read it, like it will tell you like processing time frame, and then it will say shipping time frame. Like those are two different things. Two separate
things. Yeah, I get you.
That's why you'll see like processing and handling or processing and shipping, like that fee goes into that. So yeah, people just got to pay attention. I think it's dumb. If you really want to sue them for something, I can see if you didn't get it for like 6 months, then yeah. But if it's like 30 days, like come on, people, like
literally the people that were involved in that suit was like, even if it came 31 days after or whatever, like they were looped into that lawsuit. So I don't anticipate anybody getting a settlement check larger than $25. I'm sure it's gonna be 25 and under.
Like, is that really
it's that. So yeah. Oh no, that's crazy. It's crazy.
That's like a waste of time.
I definitely, yeah. For me, it's like not even worth me filling out the claim for the, to get the money. But
it's not worth filling out the form.
If you want that possibly $5, go right ahead.
Right, what am I
and honestly, the thing about it is that he got off easy because companies of that statute, you have errors and omission type of insurance to where they cover certain losses like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And something like that, he doesn't even pay out of pocket. Like that's not really coming out of his pocket.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, his company is gonna eat that. That'll be a write-off.
Right.
Somehow. So
and then he'll claim it on taxes as a fucking loss.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so definitely, yeah, I think it's dumb, but I mean hey, people are suing for everything so nowadays, so
right.
It's the norm. So I don't know what topic to go to next because we have like two. I guess we could do the
principal.
The school pep rally lap dances.
Yeah. Right.
What the heck was that about?
So yeah, what was that about? I didn't see that one.
Caucasian people. You saw what kind of people it was.
Okay, so I want to know from Zeus' perspective, because Zeus is an educator. Like, do you feel that and actually, mind you, when you do your research about that whole situation, because that whole story broke even deeper and further into a lot of different loopholes to where it was weird. Okay, Steph, once you addressed the part about the what actually happened at the pep rally, but then the parents who were up, like some of the parents thought it was okay. Mind you, they tried to say it was a one-time event. Then it broke out the next day that people brought footage and video that it had been happening years and years, like a couple of years, in a row with that principal. It wasn't a one-time occurrence. They had previous footage from previous years, and then because the superintendent was trying to defend the whole situation too. Then it made her look like a stupid idiot because she said she was defending it. And then somebody above her head had to come in and said, now they're going to look deeper and investigate it because they found out it wasn't just a one-time thing. Like there was previous footage from back years of them doing it. And I'm telling you, the kids were being like, what was going on, like during the pep rallies, instead of something being standard, like just normally wearing your school colors, the cheerleading, the pom-pom people, all the dance.
What was the purpose of them doing this? Why was they doing it? Why were they doing it? What was the purpose of them doing it?
It was their homecoming week celebration.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a pep rally.
Mm-hmm.
They said that was showing students giving lap dances and also giving the teachers spankings.
Ooh.
Right. Yes. So, and the principal was involved all these years, and the principal is a key factor because the principal of the school, he has and you watch the video. Steph, you can bring it up. There's videos of these men, these kids, these boys dressed like women, lap dancing and straddling, sitting on the principal's lap and all up putting their butt, like doing all kind of shit up in his face. And he was really enjoying it and enjoying it. He loved it. He loved it.
Mess.
I mean, all of the one I can just pull up this video. Like, I'm not gonna show a video of it, but we can. The one that I found, the article that I found, so you can see that their kids, like, they blurred out their kids' faces, but like, this is one of them. Like, a student is getting paddled. So that, to me, I was just like, what the heck? And then, like,
I see the students paddling. Look at that.
This is Hazard.
You see him? That's the guy. You see him?
Yeah, dressed
and that's
up.
The principal. That's
Lord, she ought to be slapped.
Looked like
these girls were dressed like Hooter workers, and it looked like what they were serving was beer in a mug. I don't know if it was apple juice or what, but
right, exactly. But and some of the parents was cool with it and saying they thought it was okay, but it was like, and the superintendent even thought it was okay, and it was a bunch of like sexual shit that they were gay shit that they were doing like at the school, to the principal, and the principal was so like, it made it kind of seem like all these people, kids need to be talked to because they, you know, look at that, LaShawn.
That's crazy.
All these kids need to be talked to because they could have been touched. You know what I'm saying? But they all, you know, of a certain age, and they probably wanted to be touched, but some of them probably didn't want to be touched. And then you get converted to like that side. You know, it's just some weird shit.
That would have been a no-go in my book for my senior.
Yeah, I didn't understand. I was like, what is going on?
I mean, to have a conversation with somebody.
Okay, so you guys are gonna have. Thankfully, my kids are out of high school, but y'all the ones gonna be having kids in high school. If they had that at your high school, would y'all condone that?
Hell no.
Definitely not. Definitely not. The girls right now, I'm in the school district that I graduated from. So like my girls are in, like my oldest is in the middle school that I went to when I moved out here in 8th grade. So I know how our pep rallies for homecoming be. Like do the like spirit week or whatever for homecoming be kind of crazy. Yeah, but we never had students dancing on top of like the teachers, and like the guys would dress up as females, like they would wear, you know, the cheerleading uniforms and stuff like that. But like as far as them doing all of it like that, no, I'm not condoning that. That happens. Yeah, I'm pulling my kids. We done. No, it was not an all boys school, Chris. It was a regular Kentucky. So it was in Kentucky. It was a high school in Kentucky. So, yeah, no, I'm not condoning that at all.
All I'm gonna say is this: in October and it seems like it's still feeding over into the month of November. A lot of weird shit been going down.
There you go.
Very good. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. That was just
a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, that was extra. It's not, I know it's really bad, but like to me, some of the stuff that makes the media and like pops up like as shocking, I don't know if it's just because I'm so desensitized from stuff. Like stuff like that doesn't shock me anymore. It just seems like just here lately, it's been getting more attention and awareness, like brought to, you know, to the forefront. But you always hear stuff like that happening at other schools, and it's just like, oh yeah, such and such, this happened at this school, or this happened at this school, and you're just like, oh, that's crazy, and then you just kind of move on with your day. Like, so it's not, but it's like not the norm, I don't want to say, but I just feel like we've definitely been desensitized with stuff when they talk about things. Because like at first I was like, okay. And then I was like, well, are they doing it to other students? But then like when I looked into it, I was like, oh no, the students were doing it to
the teachers and the faculty.
I said,
and
no,
the principal.
Yeah, I was like, that is crossing the line. Like no underage person should be dancing on a grown adult. Like that was
teachers and stuff like
yeah.
Probably messing around with
the principal looked like a creep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely did.
That's why I really wanted to hear your thoughts on it, because I know you're in that field. So how you felt about that? Because he did look like a creep. He looked like a pedophile to me. He looked exactly like a pedophile.
He definitely looks like a pedophile. Listen, that shit would never fly where I work, anywhere in the urban setting, ever.
Yeah, it's definitely not for us.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, that was a very that was another strange topic, because I was just like, what in the world? So, but yeah, anyone else have any? I mean, we all agreed that was crazy and whatever. Chat's kind of quiet today. What y'all thinking?
What's the next topic?
It's late. I know with time change, everyone got all off topic. Anyone else live today?
Wendell. Yeah, Zoo. He said Wendell said he would have been you wouldn't been over and let a student slap your ass and tell you was doing a good job.
Fuck
He said, hell no.
hell no.
Then you part of the faculty. You'd have had one of them somebody on your lap giving your ass a smack.
Like, no. No.
Weird. Like the students think something that's like weird. Like what? Who thought that was a good idea?
I want to know who co-signed that shit. Because obviously, hey, Zoo, obviously the superintendent, she co-signed it to where somebody above her head is even like researching her too, but researching the whole shit.
Good. Like weird. A bunch of weirdos. It's weird.
Yeah, so the next subject was the whole Travis Scott situation that happened too. And I was gonna mention too, because before we get into the whole Astro World thing, he has an issue too with I know that people who order his stuff where it takes forever to get.
Oh yeah, he do too.
Yeah, I don't have any
His clothes and stuff.
He definitely does, but he also on his app, on his website, it definitely does tell you that it can take 2 to 3 weeks for processing. So with that, he gets away from people, being in a rush and thinking that everything is going to be shipped, because on his site, it does tell you that it's pre-order. So they're ordering it, getting the sizes together, and then they make it. So it's not like it's not pre-made. It's you're pre-ordering, and they tell you like, hey, it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks.
But people be saying they be like waiting like 5, 6, 7 months for that shit.
I mean, that's the risk that you take when you're pre-order stuff. So I don't understand. Y'all need to stop worrying about a quick fix. If you want a quick fix, go to the store and pick it up. Like, go to a store and get something. Like, I'm sorry. Like, stop fucking complaining.
You heard Steph, y'all.
This instant gratification. I'm gonna need y'all to get off of it. But
that's all that is.
So yeah, this whole Astro World debacle issue,
right?
Situation, whatever you want to call it, fest. I
don't think that they should have had what an artist like that, such of a large statue. They should have had it the way that I think it's the part of the setup, the venue, and all that. Whoever did get that, to have it in that kind of mannerism, because they know that there's been COVID and the whole situation with him being mega like he is, like there were I don't know, because there was concerts that the place that I was at Complex Con, and it went off with the hit. Like, no problems, you know what I'm saying? No deaths, no issues, and people were fucking lit. And it was a lot of people there. But
concerts are like raves.
Yeah, they definitely are.
And that my daughter was just at the raves that they had a big ass over the last weekend in Las Vegas. Not the one, not recent. It was recent, but it wasn't last weekend. It was a couple of few weekends ago that I mentioned. But there's ways of having certain situations without it being such a harmful position for the people that are attending. You know what I mean? And there for the people that dropped off 5-year-olds, 8-year-olds, and 9-year-olds and 10-year-olds to the concert, to watch that concert by themselves, shame on them as a parent.
Yeah, Travis.
There's an 8-year-old boy. There's an 8-year-old boy that's suing Travis Scott right now, and the whole situation is I'm asking, where was his parents? Why is he suing? Where was his parents?
They was with him. I've seen parents take their kids to these concerts.
They do like raves and also too. I think it
was.
Well,
do you think it's appropriate for an 8-year-old to be at a concert like that? It's going to be
I've seen Travis Scott at a concert, and my brothers love Travis Scott. No, I've seen him he opened actually for Kendrick Lamar, but the crowd was still, hype. because that's what he do. So no,
But 8 years old.
I don't take my kids to no concerts.
No,
I go to all the concerts. They don't
not
go.
this day
What
and age.
about
Not
8 years old? I'm just saying 8 years old. Like I agree that at a certain age kids can start going to concerts because I used to do that too. But I'm saying there's a certain age for that. Like,
Yeah,
and
kids
then you
love
can
that.
transfer. Like,
Kids love that, man. Kids love Travis Scott.
This day and age is different from when I grew up and we was going to them Def Jam concerts. It ain't the same.
Yeah, at all.
when I was telling you about Compost Con and the stripper and all that shit being there and the smoking and all of that, I saw kids that were there. I saw infants there, babies, like little babies that were only like a month or two old, like babies there. And then I saw obviously other kids there, but I was like, yeah. Every time I saw one, I thought like, what the fuck, like y'all know, like, I don't know.
So maybe
let me give my opinion myself because I'm just trying to say like I think there's a certain age for that kind of shit, but there's also a certain responsibility as parents.
A sneaker convention, like they probably didn't think that stuff like that was going to be happening, like at Complex Con. Like I don't know, maybe they had a different idea. The people who brought the kids to Complex Con, maybe they didn't think it would be stripper poles at Complex Con. I wouldn't have thought that shit.
I don't know. I'm saying Zoo. You know what Complex Con is? It's in LA. LA is super smoke and it's smoke all around. Like, come on. It's in Long Beach. Come on, the LBC. Come on. Like you can't be too naive about it is what it is. Like there's certain things that's like, okay, I'm gonna take my baby to the bar, or I'm gonna take my baby to the club. Like who the fuck is out here doing that? Like there's a certain age for certain things. That's all I'm saying. Like there is a certain age for certain things. There's nothing wrong with taking a kid to a concert. I have nothing wrong with it. You want to go see
a Jonas concert or something?
A Jonas concert? You want to go see Katy Perry? Let's roll, you know. But but you talking about, oh, we're gonna go see Travis Scott when you know that Travis Scott is an avid weed smoker. So him being an avid weed smoker, that's like going to go see Snoop in concert. There's going to be smoke in the atmosphere. So you already know there's going to be smoke in the atmosphere. You're going to take your kid to that, right? You know, let's be clear. Like, what kind of parenting we do? 8 years old, you're not going to get a pass from me for 8 years old. That kid better be in the teens. Like I better be saying like he 13, 14, 15.
This guy took his kid to go see what is the name of that damn show that they do every spring? It's a big concert that they do every spring, going out and towards California. Beyonce did it about 2 years ago. What's the name of that? Chinchilla, whatever the hell they call it. No,
it's called Coachella. Coachella.
It was a guy who took his son to Coachella. The boy was so little, he got on his shoulders, and the Migos was on stage. And that's when Migos was out with Bad and Bougie. And the little boy was on his father's shoulders at Coachella singing Bad and Bougie. And I'm saying to myself, first of all, what is that kid even doing there?
It'd be
the only ones that I be thinking that the kids is appropriate to be in at a certain function like that is being the artist, because the artist is there. Like I don't have any problems when I see an artist there with their kids and the kids in the background, because like at least they're taking the kids on the road and they still being a parent. But when you're out there as a spectator, I be looking at you sideways. You got your child with you. Like those are the times when you find a babysitter.
Pookie said them thoughts don't care about their kids no more.
This is my thing.
They was at Chinchilla.
So I don't have an issue with people taking their kids to concerts. Just because you don't know, like, if that artist at that time, that might be their favorite, their favorite artist. So
wait. Okay, so you tell them. So when you say that might be their artist at the time, and that may be their favorite artist. So I'm saying, like, if you your kid is the favorite artist of a person that's an avid marijuana smoker, and you know there's gonna be smoking weed at that fucking concert, you think it's okay to take your kid to it?
They was shooting. They was poking people with needles.
But now, right.
So this is my thing.
Okay, but the poking of the needles, that's the part where it's like, in order to say.
Okay, but what I'm just saying, you guys are saying that look, Steph says she thinks it's okay. When I was talking about a child, when I said a child,
listen,
even a 13-year-old is still a 13-year-old still a child. But I'm saying a 13-year-old I would be okay with, because they're at least a teenager. When we're talking about an 8-year-old is a big ass difference from a 13-year-old.
Okay, so I didn't really get to finish my statement or like my thought, but my thing is like, if I'm not a Travis Scott fan. I don't listen to his music. I don't like, that's for that. But I'm saying at the thing, I'm not going to judge a parent for doing what they feel is best for their kid. Now, should they have sent if that 8-year-old was actually by himself at that festival, then yeah, then we have an issue. But my thing is if my kid is like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite artist, like I want to go see them, and everything they've done up to then is, where they need to be, like, they're listening, they're doing great in school and stuff like that. There comes a point in time when you as a parent have to actually be the role model for your kid. Artist, so be rapper, football, basketball, baseball, soccer fan, should not be your child's role model. Like, and they should know the difference.
I agree with that.
But my thing is most of the time, if those kids are listening to Travis Scott and they listen to him, I'm going to say with the younger generation, a lot of them, their parents are listening to them too. So for you to say like, oh, he's an avid weed smoker. Okay, well, so probably are their parents. So they're around it all the time anyways. I don't have an issue with people using marijuana. I don't have people with.
No, I don't either. I smoke myself. So you already know that.
I do have a problem. What I do have a problem with is that the type of people who he brings to his concert is a certain people that go to his concert ain't going to the Michael Jackson concert. It's a certain type of people that go to his concert, and that's my thing. If I know,
why were they poking people with needles too? I didn't even know that they were poking people with needles. What was inside of it?
They're not going.
What was inside of the stuff that they were poking people with needles?
Some people died.
They said they was poking people with needles.
They would fall out.
What was inside of it?
Whatever the antidote is, the reverse. When you shoot up, you like OD. What's the stuff called? That they
Narcan.
Yeah. Some people had to get that to get revived. Some people died, and like a young kid, maybe like 9, 10.
Yeah, they was going around poking people.
Yeah, I hear you, huh? Exactly.
I mean, the whole situation. If you want to like narrow it down to just like the Travis Scott fest, then yeah, we could talk about that. But as a whole, like you saying like, oh, I'm not going to take my kid to a concert because of this, and this, just seems you're going to get that anywhere. So you can't be like, oh, I'm just going to take you to like this certain concert. That was my thing. Because like, if my kid comes to me now and is like, oh, my favorite, I don't know who's out. Like, there's not really a lot of people out right now. Like any concert or any festival that they go to, you're gonna see things that's not the norm. So you can't really control that. You can't really control that circumstances. Now, if we want to take it back to like the Travis Scott issue and that festival,
when they 8, 10, 12, 15 years old is when they 18 is when I can't control it. Because if I don't feel comfortable with how people may run their business, me nor my kid is going. I'm
No, but
I'm not
I'm not
putting us
saying that. I'm saying
in
you
that
can't
particular
control.
situation. So I
No,
have a lot of control over where my child goes, and if I don't think that that's the right type of crowd or whatever, I want you to be around. When you turn 18, you go do what you want. But
I'm
right
not
now,
saying. I'm not.
you can like Travis Scott all you want. Listen to him on the radio.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying as a whole, you can't control what your kids coming. Like you can't control 100% of what your kids come in contact with.
And
No,
then that's why you be having your
that's why
kids
I
sneak
said
out to
if you
go to a
like
concert, a Travis Scott
No,
concert, because you being too strict,
but you
LaShawn.
would not be going to a concert.
right, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like
You can like Little Baby, Dirk, or whoever else, but you would not be going to a concert.
Shit, your kid gonna be going your concert, and they gonna call you and tell you they at on the field playing football, and LaShawn, you gonna find them at the concert. Remember you said your son was
Now,
in there
and you know
partying
I
it up. He
roll
gonna
up,
be at that Travis Scott concert.
and you know I roll up because they'll be so embarrassed. I roll up on you now.
yeah.
I roll up on you wherever I got to roll up and drag you on out of there.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just I don't know. If you want to narrow it down to like the Travis Scott thing, then yeah, I feel like you can control, what kind of fests and concerts and stuff like they're going to. But for me, like concerts was a thing that my mom did. Like I know, like my very first concert that I went to, was Boyz II Men was the headliner, but you had Montel Williams opened up for him, and so did Mary J. Blige. At the time, this was when Mary J. Blige was like in the middle of her big drug thing. Like she was on drugs. Like she didn't know where she was. She was in Columbus, and she was like, kept saying,
Well, how old were you, sir?
So I was like, my brother was 10, so I think I was like 8.
Okay. That's what's up. Because that was one of them 8-year-old kids going to a Travis Scott concert.
My mom was there with me, but like that's the thing. Like I'm saying, like that was me and my brother at the time. Like that was our favorite artist at the time was Boyz II Men. So that was our birthday gift from my mom. So if my kids came to me and was just like, "Hey, I want to go see such and such," I'm gonna do my research because I'm not really like some of the stuff that they listen to, I don't listen to. So, to see what the vibe and stuff is.
That's right.
So that way you can yeah, I can control that. But at the same time, like I can't say as a whole, I'm not ever gonna take I would never take my kids to a concert. They've been to a couple.
I'm not saying that either. It's certain places, just like with certain friends. When your kids get to high school, you're gonna have some doing drugs, you're gonna have some not doing drugs. What you want them to know is we don't hang out with those people. And if the ones that you hanging out with is doing those types of things, y'all are no longer friends.
I mean, you can't. I mean, for me, I'm like, once they're in school, you can't really control who they hang out with. So, and if you're gonna like continue to push them away from that, you tell a kid no, the first thing they're gonna do is want to do that. I was a teenager. You want to tell me that I can't hang out with somebody? That's the one person that I'm gonna try to hang out with.
Yep, but
I never did that with my kids. I just let them know that
give them a reason why they can't do it. My thing is if they out there doing drugs and running amok and acting a fool, guess what? When shit go down, you going right down with them. And if you do go down with them, I'm leaving your ass there. So make good choices. Make good choices with your friends. Make good choices with people who you be around.
What's up, Snatching Soul?
Goes down, you're going with them. If they get arrested and go into jail, you're going with them.
Yeah, but
I mean, I mean, we can take it back to the like whole Travis Scott thing, and that concert because I got to wrap this up. I got to be at work in like 30 minutes. So the
salute Snatching Soul.
I mean, there was things that I saw. There was videos that I saw of that the stuff that happened at the concert and things. It was really, it was really tragic. It was really sad. I completely wholeheartedly feel bad for those the people that lost family members and friends,
Mhm.
and everything like that. As I mean, and as stuff has come out, like you have seen, like Travis Scott has said that he is going to pay for the funerals of those people that, you know, had passed. And then also like for therapy for anyone. And then I guess also like ticket money got refunded. So people to get
Right.
their
All,
money back
all
from
the
it.
tickets. Right. Got refunded. Yeah.
So I do feel like after the fact, he is trying to like, you know, make up for what happened at his concert. Do I feel like some of the blame should be put on him? Yes. Do I feel like most of the blame should have been put on the
Venue and the whoever
the
put it on?
venue?
Yeah.
Well, the venue, this is like the venue that they were at has been hit like where all of his past like Astrofest or Astro World concerts have been. So it's the
Mhm.
same area, but
Right.
as far as like the security and whoever, you know, behind the scenes, the company and stuff like that, I feel like most of that blame is to put on them. I
Mhm.
saw some of the barricades. They were, for me, like I've been to some kind of like some outdoor fest where you're just like standing watching
Right.
the concert. It seemed like the barriers were way higher than normal because like when you've gone places like they're usually like waist level, stomach level, but some of
Mhm.
them I saw were like chest high for people.
Also, they did have adequate barriers in.
Yeah, so there was barriers. If you look at the setup of the concert, there was like it was rectangle and there was different barriers because there was different levels. And the
Mhm.
issue that there was is I think that people were jumping over the barriers and getting into the VIP section that was up
Oh.
front. So I really think a lot of it had to break down to the fact that they didn't have enough security for all the people that showed up because I did also see video of people jumping barriers and breaking in
Right.
and that didn't actually have tickets. So I feel
Wow.
like there definitely wasn't enough security. It definitely wasn't enough
Okay,
pre-planning.
so the security that would have to do to the venue, then whoever hired
Yeah,
the amount of people that needed to be at the establishment to
I
cover
agree.
it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
the
let me say
promoters, yeah,
this.
they definitely were. Yeah, I feel like the promoters were definitely to blame along with like, yeah,
They
along with
also said that they felt like it was too many people in there. Did they sell too many tickets? Did they let too many people in?
so I watched this and I was like watching it this weekend because I was off. I do know like so this was my issue where I was like blurred lines because there was tweets from like there was people that had jumped fences but before the concert had started and broke in and Travis tweeted like, "Oh yeah, and we're letting the wild ones in too."
What?
But then like
Oh.
after the concert he broke down. Yeah, so he said, yeah, the fences were weak and they were bum rushed. Yeah, so I saw this too.
Okay, so
So
that's why he got that's why people were saying that there's trying to be an additional like lawsuit against him personally
yeah,
for
and
for
then there was
negligence because he
What
made
they
that
were
tweet.
They were
yeah.
saying that also too. People was climbing up on the stage, telling him to stop the show. It's people dying, and he wouldn't stop the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
There
Okay.
was so there's two videos out, right? There's one video where he actually did stop when one of the guys like when someone passed out. And someone was saying that that person was dead. I don't know if that person was dead or actually passed out, but you can see them being like crowd surfed out of like the area that they were in. And
Mhm.
he did stop and was just like, "Hey, yo, get them out, whatever."
Uh-huh.
So there was that incident, but there was an incident, and I'm gonna say allegedly he was told because I mean I can't tell you who was up on the stage and what they told him. I do know that there was a video, and the speculation is that the two people that were walking up to him and saying stuff were telling him to stop because of
Oh.
the situation. But I mean, if you watch all of that video,
Huh?
those same two people that supposedly told him also
Right.
jumped off the stage into the crowd. So my thing is if I'm coming to tell you that there's an issue in the crowd and that there's people being hurt and
Right.
possibly dead, my first instinct is not also to like jump into the crowd on opposite sides to crowd surf. So
Back.
what all actually did he know is the thing. Like that's the thing is like we will
Yeah.
probably never know 100% what he actually knew,
Right.
because if you're performing in a concert, like that's your focus. Yeah, you can see stuff, and there has been, you know, other concerts of like artists like, hey, no, stop, like that person's hurt, we're gonna stop the show.
Right.
But so my thing is like, did he really, like my questions are like, did he really know? Were those people actually telling him or warning him, or was that just like part of the skit of them just going, hey yo, you need to stop, and then us jumping
and that also kind of makes it hard for him to decide whether he should stop the show or not, because he doesn't know if they're just capping or if they're talking real.
Right. And I mean, there was video also of like people like going up to the camera people and saying like, hey, there's dead people in there, like people are dying, like people are hurt.
Right.
That's the issue when you have, okay, well, if that's the cameraman and he has a walkie-talkie to talk to security,
right,
stop filming, and you know, got the promoters, and that's the issue. So do I feel like Travis Scott is to blame? Partially, because he brings in that crowd, like that type of crowd, like his music. It's like a, you know, rock, R&B, like rave, like mosh.
But we have to touch also too on the factor that people were talking about it being like a seance, like a devil worshiping thing.
I'm not getting into that, because
I think some people was just on drugs, some of them. You know what I'm saying? And they was just wilding.
Yeah, that you get in when people bring that up. Yeah, when people bring up like, oh, it was saying like, you know, devil worshiping and stuff like that, like
all that sacrifice and bullshit.
Yeah, that's all stipulation.
Sin and drugs, and that's what it do to you.
It definitely was. I feel like too many people there, drugs, not enough security, not enough setup of like, not enough making sure that like everything was secure.
Right.
There was just a lot of things that they missed along the step.
There was a lot of stuff that Travis missed. I don't know if he missed his meeting or what.
Hop is saying something.
Yeah, I talked about this where he did tell security that, like, there was a person. You can this one say that, yeah. So I mean, so yeah, I don't know. That could be, I mean, that could be a lot of factors, like of what went on, what happened. I mean, this isn't the first time that people have died at concerts, like he said. Like, so I don't know. I wasn't there, so I can't be like, oh yeah, he was
again with even Travis Scott. I think he would have insurance that would cover some of that.
I mean, he's not. I mean, he would. I mean, the promoters in the like venue, they should have insurance that would cover that. Like, I don't think that's not going to fall back on him. But like I said, like he's come out now and said that he is paying for those funerals, and then he would help pay for therapy.
A lot of people were around about it. That's why.
What?
I don't think that he was getting a lot of, like, him and Kylie Jenner was getting a lot of backlash about it.
But the thing is that apparently I didn't see it, but apparently allegedly there's footage of her or something of her being like taken away or getting out of that whole situation when that whole shit broke down, because she was at the concert and she was pregnant.
I mean, she was there, but she didn't leave when that was going down. She left when the concert was over. That's the video that you saw. Like, that's the thing, is like people are they're like, oh, I'm gonna take this video and I'm just gonna throw a caption on it. Like, she left. Like, people were like, oh, she was pregnant and she was there and she wasn't hurt. It wasn't like a mass issue. It was a contained area that this happened at. So I had a friend that was at that concert.
Oh, okay. So you know somebody that went to that whole thing.
He was on the other side.
Didn't get injured or didn't get crushed or didn't get injured.
From what I saw, it didn't get injured, but it also looked like he was on the other side of like the stage. So you know, you're not paying attention. Like if you're at a concert and something happens on the other side of the arena, like you're not really paying attention to that unless the concert does stop. So if something happens, like you're not really going to notice it unless it's, you know, super big. So I don't know. It's a sad situation. I wish it hadn't happened, but at the same time, like there's a lot of people in that situation to blame.
Oh, got you, Melon. Melon brings up a good point. Highlight that, Steph. That's a good point. I believe that's a valid point, Melon.
So this,
I didn't think about that.
I don't think this is true because it's his festival. So yeah, he might not get paid, but it's for him. Like the people were there to see him.
Kept going with the concert.
So. Yeah, but Steph, it is his festival, but when you read deeper, is that he's a part owner of that whole situation. He's not like a full owner of that whole Astro World.
I get that, but at the same time, like he's gonna get paid regardless. If he would have paused the concert to see what was going on and to get those people help, and then restarted the concert again, if knowing that people at the time didn't die, like if he would have stopped it before, you know, it got to the point where people had died, you could have, like, if someone's injured, he could have stopped the concert, got that person out, got that person help. They could have continued with the concert. Now, if they would have stopped it and they would have been like, "Oh, this person's dead," then yeah.
But they were saying all the people that they were telling them, they kept saying that they were all dead. All the people, they were like, "This person's dead back there."
I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, y'all can keep going. I gotta actually get ready for work. So if y'all want to keep talking, we can keep talking. It's just the situation is just. I wish there was more video of like the whole situation of what it came out and not just like bits and pieces of what people are saying, because we're not there, so we don't know.
The guy or the person you know who was there, did they say that it was a stampede in the area that he was at?
I haven't talked to him, but from like what I saw on like his like IG stories and stuff like that, it didn't look like it. I mean, he definitely looked crowded, but it didn't look like wherever he was at didn't have like enough. It looked like he had enough space of like what you would expect to be at a stand only concert. So I mean, I've been to a few of those. Like I went to see Lizzo. Her concert was like standing only, and people do rush the stage. Like you're trying to get as close as possible to see that artist. So if that's, you know, you're going to have those times where you're like uncomfortably close, as far as like people getting stuck by needles and, you know, drugged and stuff like that. Do I think it happened? It's possible. I mean, you're at a concert, like
that's the rumor that they put out. But who the fuck goes to a concert
with 50,000 people?
Drug people.
Yeah, but my whole thing is there's no way, in fact, that they could actually tie him to any of that, because like I don't consciously think that he would have been talking to people saying, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do." You see what I'm saying? That's just a side shit somebody did, and I don't think that he's liable for that, any of that.
These people be. It's the fact of the matter. Somebody was going around doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like you supposed to be at the concert, jamming it out and stuff, and you worrying about poking people with needles.
Yeah, that could be a whole nother topic, because I mean I listen to a lot of true crime, so stuff like that happens. It happens. Do I feel like you should expect it to happen? No, but there's some crazy people out there in the world that do some crazy things that you're just like, does this really happen? Yeah, it really does. Like stuff really does.
Sure do.
Yeah. But yeah, do I feel like he needs to take all the blame? No. Do I feel like he does need to take some of the blame? Yes, because
I agree.
First of all, we're still in the middle of a fucking pandemic. Why do you have 50,000 people at a concert?
I agree. Same with
at a festival. Not just a concert.
He's not at all like totally at fault, but he does deserve some blame.
And that's not even like, that's the thing. It's not even a concert. It was a festival. It was a weekend long festival. So that was another thing. Like that was just day one of the festival. So the rest of it got canceled. So you gotta take in consideration of that too. Like those people were there probably all day in the heat, drinking, smoking, doing all kinds of other drugs. Like we don't know what else happened to get to that before they got to that.
Sarah said they were fucked up when that whole situation happened.
Right.
She's like, everybody was fucked up.
So I know personally, if like we said, like we take that back to like, oh, am I taking my kids to a concert? If I'm taking my kid to a concert, I'm not putting myself in VIP of a concert. So they had that, like the one kid was like 14. I don't want to blame the parents, but at the same time, like you said, like you have to evaluate the situation. Now, if like my girls were like, oh, I want to go to this concert, like I'm not buying first of all, I'm not buying VIP tickets at a stand only concert. Like I'm not doing that for them. Like I just know, like myself being at a concert, like if the VIP section is standing only, one, it's like kind of like a first come first serve. Like the earlier you're there, the closer to the stage you're gonna get, but you're also like freaking on top of each other like sardine crackers. So
yeah,
some of that they're like, oh, I couldn't breathe, like people were back to back, and I'm like, well, that part of it you should have expected because you're standing the whole night. So yeah, people are gonna try to you don't have assigned seats. It's not like you have an X marks the spot on the grass area. Like this is your area.
Assigned seats, but I used to do Def Jam concerts and we would do stand up, and it wasn't like that.
I've been to some places.
Like I said, it's just not the same like it was back in the day when I was growing up.
Well, Tennessee, yeah, I don't know about that. I can't do. I have been to a couple like that. I've been to a Beyonce concert where it was all like that, Beyonce and Hov, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, you also have to think, and I'm not giving excuses, but you also have to think like, if he's not, like going to a concert where they're constantly moving, like they're on tour. He was not on tour. Like he had people come to him. So if if one of my favorite artists was like, oh, hey, I'm going to be here and this is the only time that I'm going to be there. Like you're going to want to go to that concert. Now tell me, like Adele, she comes anywhere in the United States, I'm going to be there. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to go see her in Chicago a couple years ago. Well, it's been a while, but I wasn't able to go.
At the Adele concert.
Listen, I died at an Adele concert. Just know that I died happy, okay?
I think you're gonna be pretty safe with Adele.
Yeah.
Listen, who knows?
They ain't gonna be sticking people with needles and doing
those sad
women. They ain't gonna be sticking nobody with needles at an Adele concert.
Those sad women, you never know. They might be they might go crazy, but no, the whole situation is, to me, is like sad. It's tragic. And I just feel like it's going to change people's views on stuff a lot. But
they said that that was going to be the end of Astroworld. Do you think that?
I think people are going to be scared to go to those types of concerts.
I do. Yeah. I definitely do. I definitely think that that will probably be the end of.
I think it would be the end of Astroworld.
That kind of festival. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely
it's just like what's that other one? Fire. What's it? The Fire Festival?
Like that at Chinchilla.
Chinchilla.
You call them the Chinchilla. It's Coachella.
It's Coachella, y'all. I call it Chinchilla.
Chinchilla. At the Chinchilla.
They ain't act like that at Chinchilla.
Chinchilla. I mean, we don't know like now you got me
Now
saying
you calling it chinchilla.
Coachella is like a hippie fest. So you know
It
those
doesn't
people
go down like that. Coachella is. I mean, people do drugs and stuff like that at Coachella, but nobody's ever like stampeding, gotten all crazy and stupid like that, where people die like that.
Yeah,
People
but
have died. People have died at Coachella. They died of doing drugs, and because they were standing out in the heat and they didn't hydrate themselves with water. When
yeah,
you
you
can,
have to like with those. You have to. I mean, I don't want to be like. I don't want to like be stereotypical or like. But you do have to look at the crowds that the artist is bringing in and assess, how your thinking is going to be. I mean, he's very much like punk rock meets rap meets like drug, like it's a very, it's a different
rock and roll, girl.
Yeah, it's a very different crowd of people that like Travis Scott. Because I just think he's yelling into the microphone. I don't think there's a Travis Scott song that I've listened to or that I've heard that I like.
I don't even listen to him.
I couldn't even name a song that he's on. I couldn't.
The only one I listen to is the one with him and Drake.
Oh well, yeah. Like I like Sicko Mode and like Goosebumps. Yeah. Like if he's on something else, then I like him. But
Sicko Mode. That's about
it.
Yeah,
Sicko Mode. I think they're the only one that, and maybe one or two other songs, but that's it.
I like Goosebumps, and then Sicko Mode, and then he's on some things, but like other stuff. But there's not been something where I'm like, oh, like drop his album dropped. Like let me go listen to the whole thing. Like no. So.
Oh, and word of the record. Let me just get on the record. I don't know if Tony C is still in the chat or is still on the live, but fun fact: Sneakers app is dropping. Those Travis Scott Air Maxes is coming out, and sneaker on the Sneakers app, it is confirmed they are dropping a kid size of one of them fucking Air Max. It doesn't say I didn't see grade school on there, but I did see a kid size run on them fucking Air Maxes and them Travis Scott. So it's very possible that Travis Scotts do come actually in kid sizes. I don't know that for a fact, but it is very possible since this time I saw it on the sneaker.
Yeah, they go down to like a men's 3.5, which is a kid's 3.5.
No. I'm talking about this is a separate, like, you know how like normally like it'll say men's and it'll say grade school and it'll say kids and it'll say preschool. You see what I'm saying? If y'all go on Sneakers app, y'all gonna see there's a baby size in them fucking Air Maxes.
And the brown ones. Yeah.
Exactly. Which is separate than an adult size.
It's little kid. Well, no. So it's little kids and then it's infant or toddlers. I'm looking that up, but that's what I was saying. Like,
okay, so they do come. Tony C, I saw on the Sneakers that they do release them in them. So I don't know if
dark. It's just the dark brown ones, though.
No, I know it's just a dark brown one.
Yeah,
it's not all of them. It's just one of them, but it does come out. So no, we were just doing some research as to whether they actually issued Travis Scott's previously in children's size, or if those children's size are actually UAs. It was a topic of discussion.
I feel like one of the sixes
in kid sizes.
I feel like one of the sixes came out in kid sizes.
You gotta go back and watch the tape. I ain't saying shit.
Okay. All right, well, ladies, I gotta get going. I don't want to.
You missed a lot, sis, over the weekend. Over the last couple of days.
But I wish there was a way I could it's just the three of us. I feel like Zoo fell asleep.
Shit, I'm on my way.
Right. But I gotta get going. I'm supposed to be at work in like 6 minutes. So
no worries, sis.
We can definitely pick this up at a different time. I feel like I know, like I looked on there and like Zaya was live and he was talking about the Travis Scott issue. So I feel like a lot of people were over there.
Yes,
but
they talk about it ever since it happened.
yeah, I'm like,
You
shout out
could
to
go
everyone.
you could go on YouTube and find conversation about that everywhere.
Yeah.
His manager, the road manager, done came out. She done went to hell and came back. Child, you can find everything on it.
Right. Well, shout out to everyone that stopped through. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Make sure y'all hitting that like and sharing
the like
with everybody. But salutes to the chats. And yeah. LaShawn came back up. Alrighty. Y'all got anything else you want to say real fast? I gotta put some pants on.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, good night.
This one we said we had to keep this one short. I literally have to be at my second job. I mean, granted I walk, but if I could take y'all to work with me, I would, but y'all don't want to see me washing other people's clothes. It's boring.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. We'll see you next Tuesday, God willing.
Good night.
Yes.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.